Hi everyone, I am Cameron. Today I want to share with you the parable of the workers in the vineyard, and it is in Matthew 20 verse 1 up to 16. And it says, "For the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out early in the morning to hire men to work in his vineyard. He agreed to pay them a denarius for the day and sent them into his vineyard. About the third hour he went out and saw others standing in the marketplace doing nothing. He told them, 'You also go and work in my vineyard, and I will pay you whatever is right.' So they went. He went out again about the 6th hour and the 9th hour and did the same thing. About the 11th hour he went out and found still others standing around. He asked them, 'Why have you been standing here all day long doing nothing?' 'Because no one has hired us,' they answered. He said to them, 'You also go and work in my vineyard.' When evening came, the owner of the vineyard said to his foreman, 'Call the workers and pay them their wages, beginning with the last ones hired and going on to the first.' The workers who were hired about the 11th hour came and each received a denarius. So when those came who were hired first, they expected to receive more, but each one of them also received a denarius. When they received it, they began to grumble against the landowner. 'These men who were hired last worked only 1 hour,' they said, 'and you have made them equal to us who have borne the burden of the work and the heat of the day.' But he answered one of them, 'Friend, I am not being unfair to you. Didn't you agree to work for a denarius? Take your pay and go. I want to give the man who was hired last the same as I gave you. Don't I have the right to do what I want with my own money? Or are you envious because I am generous? So the last will be first and the first will be last.'" So we need to remember in this parable that God doesn't owe us anything. God already gave us more than we deserved. God's blessings are not contingent on our work, but on His goodness. Never look down on the workers that got work at the 11th hour. Remember, we can also be the last workers, and then we would be grateful and thankful that we got exactly the same as the ones that got the job first. And remember that when we take our eyes off our own blessings and start to relate to other people what they have, and maybe you think, okay, well, I served God all my life. I've done what He asked me to do. I do everything for Him, and then this other person comes and he gets everything, and I know that person, he's not living according to what God wants him to. It's not our choice because we serve a good God. And even though He knows they don't have a lot of time, He still uses them, and He's still generous to give them that work. And then also when we relate ourselves to others and what they have, resentment begins to sink in our own hearts. Because then we think, okay, well, God is unfair. But actually He is not. And then we stop being thankful for what we have and start focusing on what others have. We shouldn't look for what we can get. We should look for what we can give. And if you served God your whole life and do everything for Him, don't do it to get something in return. Do it because you love Him. Because He doesn't owe us anything. And we should be thankful that God has given us more time to work for Him. I hope this makes sense, and I hope this helps you. And you should have a blessed weekend further. I hope you have a wonderful day.